What's his name?
Add Tommy Shelby.
All right.
I want him to win.
You both have one character. The odds are heavily against you. Actually, Abe has
Yeah.
two. He also has Thomas Binger.
Can I add one
Lucas,
more?
yeah, you can have one more. I'll get rid of someone. All right, who do you want?
I want Declan.
Sure thing. All right. As a tribute stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Serpico runs away. The fishbowl man takes a handful of throwing knives. Melina, Malaria, Nagito, and Gary the Snail share everything they gather before running. Lifeline runs away. Thomas Binger runs away. Springtrap severely slices the groom with a sword, thank God. L shoots a poisonous blow dart into Cyborg's neck. Tommy Shelby runs away. Captain Obesity finds water. Rampart runs away. Claire Redfield runs away. Capybara finds a bag full of explosives. Bulbasaur and Liv Moore run away. Guts grabs a shield. John Seed runs away. Declan takes a handful of throwing knives. Weiss runs away. Echidna runs away. Reiner finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Aubrey rips a mace out of Frank Sinatra's hands. Chucky grabs a jar of fishing bait while Scarecrow gets fishing gear. Naofumi finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Adam runs away. Deathclin takes a handful of throwing knives. Gavin runs away with a lighter and some rope. Washington runs away. Yosuba scares Akame away from the cornucopia.
Washington from Red vs. Blue.
Yeah.
Nate.
L
He was there.
ambushes Rampart and kills her. Weiss begs for the fishbowl man to kill her, but he refuses. Captain Obesity, Nagito, Deathclin, Aubrey, and Serpico hunt together. Bulbasaur, Lifeline, Reiner, and Declan raid Gary the Snail's camp. Adam receives clean
Why?
water.
What does he
There's
have that they need?
a shell. Yeah. Liv Moore sees smoke rising but doesn't investigate. Chiaki runs away from Melina. Naofumi, Akame, and Tommy Shelby get into a fight. Tommy Shelby triumphantly kills them both. Oh boy. Capybara dies of hunger. Guts, Claire Redfield, Echidna, Frank Sinatra, and John Seed hunt for the tributes. Springtrap stalks Yotsuba. Thomas Binger discovers a cave. Scarecrow tends to Washington's wounds. Malaria goes hunting. Gavin issues medical supplies.
Fuck!
Washington dies of hypothermia.
I
What
know,
happened?
very weird.
Yeah.
No, part of my house has been blown up.
Oh. But also, Washington died of
Why is there one in my
hypothermia.
house?
Jesus Christ, Lucas.
That's
Shut
loud.
the
Sorry,
fuck
I
up.
got scared.
Calm down. Lifeline receives fresh food. Tommy Shelby and Reiner Braun sleep in shifts. Weiss bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Claire Redfield and Chucky huddle for warmth. Serpico thinks about winning. Scarecrow and the fishbowl man
My
hold
God,
hands.
monsters, fuck off.
Frank Sinatra is awoken by nightmares. Deathclin screams for help. Yotsuba passes out. Bulbasaur cries to sleep. Nagito, Aubrey, and Adam discuss what might happen in the morning. Gavin questions his sanity. Thomas Binger attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Declan fends Captain Obesity, L, and Melina away from his fire. John Seed goes to sleep. Liv Moore sees a fire but stays hidden. Echidna and Malaria sleep in shifts. Springtrap receives a hatchet. Guts dies trying to escape the arena. What a coward. Gary the Snail is unable to start a fire. Reiner Braun stalks Declan camouflages in the bushes. Tommy Shelby discovers a cave. Claire Redfield falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Springtrap steals from the fishbowl man. Frank Sinatra sees clean water. Lifeline hunts other tributes. Adam stalks Bulbasaur. Gavin searches for firewood. Serpico diverts Malaria's attention and runs away. Yotsuba kills Melina with a sickle. Chiaki, Captain Obesity, John Seed, Thomas Binger, and Echidna hunt together. Elle and Gary the Snail fight Scarecrow and Liv Moore. Scarecrow and Liv Moore survive. Nagito goes fishing. Aubrey searches for a water source. The fishbowl man begs for Springtrap to kill him, but he refuses. Yotsuba can't start a fire. Thomas Binger, Liv Moore, and Aubrey sing songs together. Gavin climbs a tree to rest. Captain Obesity tries to treat his infection. Chiaki and Frank Sinatra hold hands. Declan and Echidna run into each other and decide to truce. Lifeline and Tommy Shelby talk about the tribute still alive. Deathclin sees a fire but stays hidden. Serpico and John Seed talk about the tribute still alive. Scarecrow, Nagito, and Reiner start fighting, but Nagito runs away as Scarecrow kills Reiner.
No.
Bulbasaur goes to sleep. Malaria tries to treat an infection. Adam kills himself. Echidna begs for Frank Sinatra to kill her, but he refuses. Gavin scares off the fishbowl man. Nagito, Springtrap, and Declan hunt together. Malaria injures himself. Chiaki scares off Yotsuba. Scarecrow questions his sanity. Lifeline runs away from Bulbasaur. Declan, Thomas Binger, and Aubrey hunt together. John Seed receives fresh food. Serpico discovers a cave. Tommy Shelby discovers a water source. Captain Obesity scares off Livermore. Deathclan defeats Bulbasaur but spares his life. Chiaki is awoken by nightmares. Livermore, Nagito, Gavin, Frank Sinatra, and Declan sleep in shifts. What a team up. Thomas Binker taints Malaria's food, killing him. Awesome. Lifeline tends to her wounds. Aubrey sees a fire but stays hidden. John Seed, Scarecrow, and Captain Obesity sleep in shifts. Springtrap stays awake all night. Serpico thinks about home. Yosuba convinces the fishbowl man to snuggle with her. Echidna stays awake all night. Tommy Shelby thinks about winning. Declan runs away from Nagito. John Seed steps on a landmine. Thomas Binger injures himself. Gavin discovers a cave. Bulbasaur receives clean water. Deathclan tries to spearfish with a trident. Lifeline explores the arena. The fishbowl man, Livermore, Scarecrow, Tommy Shelby, and Frank Sinatra hunt together. Chiaki steals from Aubrey. Yosuba is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Springtrap makes a wooden spear. Serpico defeats Echidna but spares her life. Captain Obesity thinks about home. Captain Obesity receives medical supplies. Livermore cries herself to sleep. Thomas Binger receives clean water. Echidna destroys Chiaki's supplies. Tommy Shelby fends Serpico, Bulbasaur, and Lifeline from her fire. Declan destroys Yotsuba's supplies. Aubrey tends her wounds. Springtrap strangles Gavin with a rope. Strangles, not sprangles.
Sprangle.
Yeah. Deathclan receives fresh food. Scarecrow thinks about home. Frank Sinatra thinks about winning. Nagito decapitates the fishbowl man with a sword. Aubrey discovers a river. Serpico diverts Tommy Shelby's attention and runs away. Lifeline, Yotsuba, Frank Sinatra, and Bulbasaur raid Springtrap's camp. Captain Obesity camouflages in the bushes. Declan discovers a cave. Echidna travels underground. Nagito makes a wooden spear. Scarecrow searches for a water source. Livermore tries to spearfish with a trident. Deathclan overhears Chiaki and Thomas Binger talking in the distance. Echidna thinks about home. Deathclan quietly hums. Declan is unable to start a fire. Aubrey tries to treat her infection. Thomas Binger receives clean water. Livermore attends to Serpico's wounds.
I want
Tommy
Deathclan and
Shelby
Declan to
sleep.
interact.
Me too. I want Declan to kill Deathclan. That would be
No, I
awesome.
want
He
Deathclan
did
to
that
kill
before.
Declan.
He did that before.
Yeah, I know. He also killed God once. He's a force to be
That's
reckoned with.
That's not surprising. That part, not surprising.
True.
Have we done a most powerful characters ever Hunger Games?
We did like a really strong. Yeah, I think we did an. Oh no, yeah, we did a really strong character, like buff. We did buff, but we didn't do overpowered characters. We can do that.
Yeah.
Yotsuba receives fresh food. Captain Obesity and Chiaki hold hands. Bulbasaur attempts to start a fire. Springtrap defeats Scarecrow but spares his life. Nagito quenches insanity. Frank Sinatra pushes Lifeline off a cliff during a knife fight. Scarecrow stalks Deathclan. Serpico and Echidna threaten a double suicide. It fails and they die. Springtrap.
Sounds like it succeeded to me. That one's never made sense.
Yeah.
to me.
Tommy Shelby. Because it's just like, they don't want to die. They're just like, it's like a roulette. They're threatening to do it, and then they die.
It happens.
How
Who
they
do you get?
fail?
I don't know.
It's the worst thing. Hunger
Yeah.
Games, easily.
Yotsuba sprains her ankle running away from Frank Sinatra. Thomas Binger dies of thirst. Bulbasaur questions his sanity. Abe, you're one man down. Captain Obesity severely slices Bulbasaur with a sword. Livermore receives clean water. Aubrey sets off an explosive, killing Scarecrow, Springtrap, Nagito, and Yotsuba. Abe, you're 2 people down. Tommy Shelby cries.
Wait, who are my people again? Deathclan and freaking
Tommy Shelby.
Tommy Shelby. Is he alive? Both of them
Yeah,
alive?
Tommy Shelby's crying himself to sleep right now. Chiaki begs for Declan to kill her, but he refuses. Obviously, that's his wife. Frank Sinatra's unable to start a fire. Deathclan accidentally steps on a landmine. You lose.
Damn. Well, I don't, because
Cornucopia.
Tommy Shelby's alive.
Yeah, I know. The cornucopias are punished with stuff. Aubrey, Frank Sinatra, and Captain Obesity get into a fight. Captain Obesity triumphantly kills them both. Declan decides not to go to the feast. Livermore catches Chiaki off guard and kills her. Tommy Shelby decides not to go to the feast. Livermore and Tommy Shelby fight Captain Obesity and Declan. Livermore and Tommy Shelby survive. This is the last
Let's
2
go.
characters.
Really?
Yeah. Tommy Shelby severely slices Liv Moore with his sword. I can't.
Let's
believe
go!
that. Oh my god.
Yeah!
That's so lame, dude.
Yeah!
You suck.
That's the best thing
Freaking
ever.
main character. That's so lame. Why'd you have to say him of all people?
Who was it?
The main character of some edgy show on Netflix.
Oh, fucking Peaky Blinders. That's
Yeah, yeah.
People say like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you're copying their hat," and if I could, I would tell them to go to hell. But I work at Walmart, so I can't.
Yeah.